Pretty rocking. I wanted to give you all a quick update oration. So the new machinist is currently still at the main colony. He should be leaving any minute now. I don't really worry about being there at the same time as him, but I'll have a lot more room to like spread out once he leaves. So I'm actually at the Fats and Aldi colony right now, but I don't see Fats. Um, it is indeed kitty time, Kiki. How are you? How are you, Elijah? How are you, Zoe the cat? Nice to see you. So yeah, we're at let me flip the camera. We're at the Fats colony area right now. Um, but I don't see any kitties, unfortunately. I do, however, see an awful lot of broken glass. Um, yeah, no kitties out here today at present. But yeah, in other news, my car is filthy, dude. It's filthy. It needs a wash. But while the new machinist is still at his shop slash the colony, I did, however, see Charlie at his colony, and I think everybody likes it when we go check in on Charlie. I didn't give him any food because I was just saying hello, but since we got a few minutes to wait, let's go check in on Charlie. How about that? Oh, give him my best, Elijah, from me and Baby Blue and all the kitties. Speaking of which, depending on how the colony goes, we might stay live while I drive back because Baby Blue is doing a great job of integrating with the kitties. And he's actually, I checked the, I, ch- eh, what? I checked the kitty cam that I have set up so I can watch my house. And he's just lounging in where I pick, like by my TV room where I pick locks. So there's a non-zero chance that after this live we go back to my apartment and we say hello to Baby Blue and we chill out there for a little while, depending on how my what the actual fuck, my brother in Christ. You didn't see me coming? No indicator, no nothing. You're lucky I just screamed at you like from within my car and didn't flip you off. Unbelievable. You drive for the city. Unbelievable. Hello, P Dub. Did you just see that lovely idiot who's actually driving like a city run micro taxi and just completely just steered into I don't want to go upset. We're not going to get upset about that because you know what? What's done is done and we are good. Also, this place just got knocked down. I'm very curious about what's going on around there. All right. Ignore the part where I'm doing. Yes, big ear rubs. Ear rubs, scritch scratch, pet pet. I hope he's still there. He'll be here. Honda Accord. Ew, you have an Eco Sport? Gross, dude. That's a piece of junk. Oh, okay. Sucker and park. Car off. Yes, my car's very old. In case anyone's curious. My car is old enough to drink legally in the United States of America. Charlie! You're still here, dude. Hey, Big C. Charlie! Let me get this STP bottle out of here, dude. That's gross. Yeah. Charlie is actually the parent. At least this is what I want to believe in my head canon. But Charlie is the father of my two foster cats, Sonny and Sully. Um, That was the last litter he ever had. Because as you can see, I got him fixed. But yeah, Charlie's looking okay. I don't visit this place nearly as much as I used to because just most of the cats here are fixed, and the only one who isn't is hey, there he is, Jay the Void. But yeah, while we're at it, let's give some food to Charlie. Yeah, maybe Jay the Void will show up. I saw the mom of my foster cat's Mimi here earlier, but I don't know where she went, and I haven't seen the other members of the litter recently. But I hope they're doing well. Little biscuit and bizcochito. Um, hey Charlie, you're a good boy, right? You're a good boy, right? So yeah, I was the guy who fixed Charlie. I took some of it. I fixed many of his children, and I took two of his children off the streets, and they're still waiting on their forever homes, which is really frustrating. But Charlie needs a forever home too, because look at what a good boy he is. I always wonder if Charlie and Fats are somehow related. Joe, it's certainly a possibility, right? We don't know if it's a definite, but it's a possibility. Here, you guys can hang out with Charlie for a minute. Well, he's a very good boy. He does have a slight rambunctious streak where if you touch him in the wrong way, he'll like he'll do a little he'll give you a love bite, but he doesn't understand his own strength quite, so it'll be quite painful at times. But that being said, you can tell he doesn't mean any malice in it. He's just certified good boy. Charlie is. Isn't that right? Certified good boy, not certified lover boy. Hey, True Builder, thank you for stopping by. By the way, I saw your just so you know, I saw your comment. I'm very seriously considering signing up for a Patreon just to add revenue streams. But I believe I read somewhere that there's some like um some some shenanigans, shall we say? I can't think of a better word. Like some shenanigans related to how how Patreon works with iPhone and iOS. I don't know if that's a thing, but either way, you know what? Like if they take a cut, it is what it is. As is right now. YouTube uh takes 30% of everything that you guys give me on here anyways. So like if Patreon's also going to take 30%, I kind of don't care at this point. Like it is what it is, you know. And I mean, the more opportunity, the more availability I have to like you know, offer you guys stuff. All right. Anyways, I do apologize. The yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, the audio quality is about to go down, but you will be able to hear Charlie eating first for a few minutes. Yeah, I think so, P Dubs. I think that could be the case because it's just. But I think they, I don't know. Another 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 creator that I follow mentioned the Patreon percentage thing, and that they recently changed the way they do it, only through iOS and the App Store, I believe. I really need to do my own research, as it were, on this one and not just take people's word for it. Like, I don't need, like, rather than me, like, I heard it on the TV, so it must be true. Good boy, Charlie. Munch, munch, munch. Yeah. Yeah, P-dubs, for most people, and like for me in general, like generally speaking, PayPal or Venmo is the best for me because you guys don't pay any, like, you guys don't pay a transaction fee, and yeah, he wasn't impressed, but like, not everyone wants to do PayPal, and that's totally fair. Not everyone wants to do Venmo. It is what it is. So, it's free to me to sign up for these services. So, like, if I can give the people who support me more ways to support me, God, I sound like such an influencer right now. Then that's what I should do. Hey, Big C. Yeah. I kind of wish it. Yeah. Because, like, right now, I have 3 separate, like, don't get me wrong. Otra vez con este pinche pendejo, en serio? Thank you, P-dubs. That dude must be like 10 years old, and he just learned what an erection is or means, and he's like, I'm gonna go into every live stream I possibly can on my parents' computer and go, I'm erect, I'm erect, I'm erect, I'm erect. Hi, Tara. No, I'm never gonna do a makeup tutorial. I mean, look, P-dubs, I was at work at Universal earlier today. Me neither. I'm done. So yeah. Like, seriously, like, the only kind of people who find, like, I'm erect to be funny are 12-year-olds who literally, they're just learning about their bodies, and they're just like, oh, that's what that's called. Yeah, Charlie, that's what that's called. You don't get them anymore. You've been fixed. Okay, see. Meow, meow, meow. All right. I mean, it's a tough question, Bobby. I actually don't know, but like, I'm just gonna go with the like cogito ergo sum logic and be like, well, here I am. Yeah, no, totally fair, P-dubs. And like I said, I want to get the cats taken care of. Also, we gotta zoom in right now. There's Jay the Void. He's still not fixed, and he walks with a limp. And right now, oops-a-daisy. And right now, he's got some serious mange on his back. But like, there's no, unlike Baby Blue, or sorry, unlike Big V, I just can't. He doesn't allow me to touch him. So the only really way to treat him is, I've tried in the past to trap him. You guys have seen, it's been on video where I've tried and failed to trap this poor dude. And like, I kind of gave up, to be honest with you. But now that I'm seeing all this mange on him, I kind of want to get back into it. Because, well, for one thing, it's kitten season right now. But, hi Mary! Hi Relax 111 Sove, or some civic with his, yeah. So I want to see if we can get him fixed. If possible. But, yeah, like I said, I've tried and failed many a time. And I'm I'm kind of at my wit's end, but, and I also worry, like, if I take him to oh, Mimi? Or Mindy? She was here earlier. I took a video of her, and I might upload that video as part of the Monday video. Remains to be seen. But yeah, she wasn't. She's not here right now. Just Charlie and Jay the Void. But yeah. But it's good to see Charlie looking good. Unfortunately, actually, hold on one second. Sorry. Since we're done with the up close launch cam, let me put my headphones back on so the audio quality gets better. All right. Yeah, Jay the Boy. But yeah, we gotta. Yeah, it's good to see Charlie doing good. It's good to see Jay the Void. I mean, he's not doing great, but he's not doing any way terribly worse than he was before. And like I said, I saw Mimi here earlier. I didn't see the two biscuits, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. But they were always very shy. That's why they didn't stay home with me like Sonny and Sully. You think Sully's shot? Oh, there's Mimi. Hey, I found her. Is the sound still really low, P-dubs? Mimi. Okay. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie. Yeah, it's just the audio quality when I'm recording straight through my phone is piss poor. So sometimes sometimes it bodes well for me to switch to my earphones, but then it doesn't always play along as much as you want. Well, eventually when I'm rich and wealthy and financially secure, we'll get like a professional recording setup. So I've got like, stereo Dolby THX audio. Well, right now, like it's right now I've said many a time. All right, 5 by 5 from good. True, but hello, Ruby WB. Is that WB for Wilson Bohannon for all my lock nerds? Couldn't help that joke. Yeah, these two, Charlie and Mimi, they are the parents of my two foster cats. Of course, they're both now fixed, so they won't have any more litters ever again. Yeah, but when I'm rich, hey, maybe if I finally get to that point of rich, I'll actually be making enough money off of ad revenue. I can quit my jobs and do this full time. That'd be lovely. Yeah, they do love each other. I mean, they've copulated together before, so they love each other very much. Oh, we get to watch Charlie doing some Charlie business. Mm. All right. I think we've dilly-dallied long enough. Let's get back in my in my chariot and see if we're ready for the main colony peeps and you know let me ask you all a question because we fed Charlie and I'm going to be at the main colony tomorrow. If uh if sick if the machinist is still there, I'm still down to feed if you want, but I'm also down to just be like, you know what, they're taken care of already, and I don't want to bring too much attention to myself. um and like, so if the machinist is still there, um should we feed the cats anyways, or should we call an audible and head straight for my apartment and we can check in on who is who is quickly learning how to pick his own locks. You've got a live stream lock sport hangout tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I'll, I'm definitely gonna watch that P Dubs. Whether I'll be able to like join in remains to be seen. Because I don't think I've ever actually joined in on any of your streams like that I know of. But well, I'll be at work tomorrow at the houses. But that being said, all right, we're free. Just in case, though, I'm gonna park my car on the street rather than backing into the driveway, just in case he needs to come back, so I'm not blocking his route of ingress. All right, colony time, colony time, colony time, colony time. Meow 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 meow. Also, can I just say that Universal Studios uses only paper straws? These things are from friggin' Satan. I hate these things. They're so bad. There's an Ecnalemba going by. Big V. Let's get it, dudes. Sorry, don't. Do we need this? No. There's only one. I've got. Where are you, Ruby? Where are you? If it's already sleep time for you, somewhere in Europe, I would guess. Or wait, no, sorry. You could be in the east coast of the United States and maybe just tired because it's 10 p.m. almost over there. Or maybe you're a newfie and you're in Atlantic time and it's 11. I don't know. Well, you're not missing much, Mary. I mean, here's the thing. I'm sure they're very good for the environment. Big V, Marble Cat, Tatiana, Manice, how are you guys? I don't think they're working on banning plastic straws, is what they're banning in the United, or I don't know if in the United States generally, especially not now with the Trump administration. But that might be a good thing for the Trump administration is no paper straws. What in the blue fuck is this? Manice, Lady Jane Grey, Tatiana, Dick Grayson, and Big V, the best homies. But yeah, this is this is disgusting. Please trash only. Your wish is my command. Panda, 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 panda. Oops. Panda, 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 panda. So yeah, what you guys haven't seen because the video hasn't come out yet. Um, although maybe it came out for no, it hasn't come out yet for anybody. Um, what? Yeah, but so yeah, now Big V has been given flea treatments. Marble Cat has been given flea treatments. Dick Grayson has been given flea treatments. Tatiana has been given flea treatments, and Denise the Menace has been given flea treatments. I've got one left. Thank you, Ruby, for stopping by. It's awesome of you to stop by. Usually my lives are a little bit earlier, but just it in the summer, it's better for the cats to do it at this time because if I do it at 2 p.m. Pacific time, like I usually do in the winter, it's just it's too hot for the cats. And as you can see, there's just no shade here. So it's like it would feel like I was being bad to them. Marble cat. Actually, the plus side of being here in the daytime though is I can actually see Big V's yeah, Mary, it was either you or I think it was Rosie Jackson who said, David, you or both of you who said, David, you really need to get on the flea treatments. Hello, Neela Nonnenmacher. Hey, Jamie the cat. Winston. Okay, guys, let's stop saying hello to cats. We've got food. All right, I'm gonna go grab my tripod so I can work two-handed. Um, I also got to grab saucers. But yeah, big on the flea treatments. I'm still like trying to figure out how the logistics would be of giving Big V some sort of like what is it, sulfur lime uh bath for his mange situation. But oops, oops, oops. Next year. Yeah. Like what P Dub said, super chat support like and first off, I don't want to ever feel like I'm goading anybody into anything. But if you guys, want to I would love it if you would like, subscribe, comment, share, blah 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 blah. Be active in the chat, and anything else is total gravy, my dudes. Total gravy. But if you want to support me monetarily, that's awesome because cat food is not free. Flea treatments are not free, and just general what have yous are not free. Smash that like button, like P Dub said. Oh man, I went from 20 watching to 13 just by saying like the video. Oh, we're back at 21. Yay! Briefly, I had like 40 watching. It was pretty dope. Okay, guys, we're gonna start feeding the kitties, so you know the drill. I'm not gonna be watching chat for the next few minutes just because I won't be able to see it. All right, let's get the cats feeding, and then we can chit chat and dilly dally. Let's go. Hey, Marble Cat, Menace. Yikes. Oh, did y'all see the lick licks I just got from Big V? Big V, good boy. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy too. You're just an immense troublemaker. But it's okay. I gonna clean up. Thank you, Marble Cat. Good boy, Big V. Dick Grayson. Okay, enough eye gunk cleaning. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bonk. For anybody watching for the first time, curious about how many cats are at this colony, I'd say between 15 and 20, roughly. There's at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 solid gray cats. Dick Grayson over here being the most friendly. There's 2 voids, Big V and Little V. There's 2 um, black and white cats, Winston over there and his chicken shit sibling Neville. Yes, the 2 black and white cats are named after British prime ministers. The brave one is Winston. The Winston Churchill. The chicken shit one is Neville Chamberlain. That's because the black and white tuxies look a bit like Hitler's. So a Jewish dude like myself cannot name a cat Adolf or Hitler or Addy or whatever. Um, but I can name them after British prime ministers. Dick Grayson. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I know you're not necessarily thrilled about this, but every time I get to pet you is a good day. Dick Grayson. Meow. 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 Thank you. Good boy. All right. Move faster, David. That was like one of the biggest complaints. The one video of mine that went like super viral, and by super viral, I mean like more than 20,000 views. Everyone's going, God, this guy takes so long to feed the cats. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Because I'm not here just to feed them. I'm here to chat with them. I'm here to hang out with them. I'm here to try and socialize them. You know, they've got plenty of other people who visit regularly and just drop off food and leave. That's not really my mission here. My mission is to see how many of them I can get socialized and get removed and find them forever homes. And for the record, not just forever homes in my apartment, because that seems to be the theme of late is that David takes cat off street and it ends up in apartment. Whose apartment? His apartment. But like, yeah, I'd love to find a forever home for Big V, for Marble Cat, for Charlie across the street, for Tatiana. I don't know if Dick Grayson's quite there yet, but whenever he gets there, I'd like to find a forever home for him too. And everybody else here. Marble Cat, Marble Cat, getting fat. Marble, marble, marble cat. Not that one, David. Kitty. Tatiana's one of my favorites. I'm just gonna say that. She's also like one of the originals at the colony. When I first showed up at this colony in 2022, the first 3 cats I saw were Big V, Tatiana, and wherever Denise the Menace is, over there in the corner. Then I saw the rest of them: Baby Blue, Fats, Winston, Jamie. Marble Cat wasn't even at the colony when I first showed up. He showed up later. Big V. The chunks. Excuse me, marble cat. Thank you, sir. AJ. Let's- All right. Excuse me, guys. One last thing coming. Ladies. All right. Sorry, MC Cat. Okay, so yeah. Currently, the setup we got rolling here is Marble Cat, Dick Grayson, Big V, Winston. Over there, we got Lady Jane Grey. That's Sasha Grey. Tatiana is the calico. Jamie the cat is the short-haired tabby. And in the back over there is Denise the Venice. If anybody else shows up, I'll let you know. But let me let me get my empty can container so I can consolidate the cans and what have you. And I will check the chat and update. And oh wait, I forgot. Okay, sorry folks. Give me a second. It's further. My car is further away than it usually is. Ah! High functioning adult over here. This is on the word high. Dios, verga con esa madre, mira, mira una gran porquería. And for anybody who's like, did he just speak in really bad Spanish? Yes, he did. Liz. Hey, Ms. Liz. Okay, let's see where I missed. Okay, great to hear, Mary. Yeah, get him get the Tom fixed with the quickness. Although, and here's a topic for discussion. I personally like. Look, you got to get them all fixed if possible. But I personally think it's more important to get the females fixed because, like, it is what it is. All right. Hi, Nathan. Nice to see you. He will be neutered this summer. Good on it. Yeah. So I have 5 cats and 2 dogs. That's sweet. I also have 7 pets in my apartment right now, but all 7 of them are cats. 5 of them are mine, and 2 of them are fosters waiting for their forever home. Look, it's Lilvy over there. Lilvy! All right. Now Tasha has 8 cats and 2 dogs. Holy smokes. Yeah, it's very hard, Natasha. I'm lucky to live in a very big city where there's lots of programs. Fix Nation is actually based here in Los Angeles, so that's my place to usually go. But in addition, the city of Los Angeles has um, something called the CCP, the not the Chinese Communist Party, the Community Cat Program, where basically you can sign up, and obviously I'm signed up, and then they give you vouchers to take cats for TNR. So basically, um, if it's a feral cat, it's a voucher with a value of $70 towards the TNR, which is supposed to cover the full TNR, I guess, but like, whatever. Um, but yeah, True Builder as for the bigger apartment, currently I'm in a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath, and I'm one dude. Believe me when I say if I could move into a house, I would, but I can barely afford to live where I currently live. LA is tough, and like I'm so kind of committed to helping these cats in LA and not going elsewhere. Because I feel like this is where I can do the most good in a way. Um, but the downside to that is that yeah, living in LA is not cheap. It's never been cheap, and it's never gonna be cheap. Um, uh, I mean, look, that's one of the most common millennials refrains is like, we have no money of our own and everything is expensive because, you know, real estate tycoons and venture capitalists bought everything. And then they wonder why everyone's homeless. Like we can't afford to live. That's the tragedy of Los Angeles is that there's empty buildings everywhere and homeless encampments right outside of them. It's like, why don't you just make the housing affordable? Well, they don't have an impetus to do that because for them, it's profit, profit, profit. All right. Okay, okay. I'm not Luigi Mangione right now. I haven't even caught up to the chat. I'm dumb. Let me catch up to the chat before I finish consolidating stuff. With my low end revolutionary workers of the world unite BS. Okay. Catch up to chat and consolidate cans. All right. Mm, Let's see. All right. Yay, kitties. Yeah. 6 porch cats. A little bit of both. True Builder. I try. Uh, well, and I always say this. The compliments are always appreciated, but I'm like also personally have like struggle to like accept them. Got to get better at that. Um, but like you know, I don't know if I'm always a great humanitarian, but I think I try my best every day. And if I fail, I'm not going to get down on myself because, like I said, I tried. Um, and that's important. Um, you know, uh, I know there's a very common, phrase: "The road to hell is paved with good intentions." And yes, it's true, but also, um, if you don't put a good effort in, you're not going to get anywhere on your road. You're stuck in park the whole damn day. All right. Incoming little V. Little V. The littlest V. Oh, there she goes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't think that the People's Republic of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, Sukablat, was like a good thing on the whole because it wasn't. It was very totalitarian and very bad. But the concept, uh, you know, I mean. Yeah, it's pricey in LA. You know what's crazy? LA isn't even the priciest place in California. Like, it's insane how expensive the Bay Area and even San Diego are. Like, now, granted, the nicest places in LA will give the Bay Area and San Diego, you know, be like, hold my beer, price wise. But yeah, like, like I've said, I pay, including the pet rent, which I pay pet rent for 3 pets because that's how many I have on my rent. Officially, no snitching me. Thank you, Smoky Skies. They are very cute kitties, and I love them all very much. Um, but yeah, like my apartment, including the cat rent for a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath townhouse style apartment. Now, granted, I live in Hollywood, which is not the greatest of neighborhoods, but it's not the worst either. And I pay, including the pet rent, about $2,700, give or take, per month for a 2 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Now, that's a lot of money for most places, but it's not terrible for Los Angeles. You could do a lot worse. Um, and you know, to give you a case in point, my former roommate who I used to live with in LA, um, he lives with his girlfriend in San Diego, like a block or two from the freeway, which should not be a desirable high price neighborhood because the freeway, with all that noise pollution, inherently brings the price way, way down, or at least it should. And I don't know if he's moved recently. I haven't seen him in far too long because I just don't have the time to go down to San Diego. Um, but um, I do want to sooner rather than later. Um, but he was paying for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath with no air conditioning, mind you. And I do have AC. I have central AC. Um, but yeah, he was paying for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, a block from the freeway. No pet rent, by the way, so no kicker. Um, at the time, uh, like I said, so basically half the house that I had, he was paying $2,200 a month. Now, and here's the thing, because he had no pet rent, let's subtract the 150 a month that I pay for the 3 cats. So instead of 2,700, it's 2,550. So he's paying 2,200 for a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, no AC in San Diego. And yeah, I mean, I had a friend, I had a friend that uh I believe her I no, sorry, I misgendered them. I believe their current pronouns are they them. Um but when they were living in Detroit, they were she, her. It can get very confusing with this person. They're kind of flighty as personality wise, so you never know what they're going to be up to next. Um, but yeah, they are really kind of. I mean, yeah, I think I think I think my therapist said this to me, and I think there's a lot of validity to it. That in general, human beings are a lot more fluid than they give themselves credit for. Yeah. Oh, and you want to know something great about what I get for this 2,700 bucks a month? The cops have been called to my apartment building 3 times in the past month. 3 times. In the first 2 years that I lived in the joint, how many times did the cops get called to the apartment? Not once. My next door neighbor, who's lived in the same unit for 30 plus years, he told me, how many times have the cops been called to this building in the 30 years that I lived here? Not once. How many times have they been called in the year 2025 alone? 4 times, 3 in the last month. all because the all because the guy in the unit across from mine is an absolute, well, shitbag, to be honest with you. Like, I don't stick my neck out and complain to management, A, because it's just not my style, and B, because, you know, yeah, because, let he who is in glass houses throw the first stone. I don't wanna put myself on blast when I'm paying for 3 cats and have 7 cats in my apartment. So, you know, I don't wanna bring too much attention to myself, because 'cause I'm also technically committing, um, violations of my rent contract. But this dude has subletters who are apparently squatting, which is ridiculous because they're trying to claim squatters' rights. And I don't know if y'all know, but there is no squatters' rights for a subletter, especially when subletting is literally explicitly prohibited as per the rental contract. And like there have been multiple loud, and I mean loud, shouty domestic disputes going on from that place. It's just like I lit last time the cops came over, I was like, I want him gone. And they're like, "Well, we can't evict him." I'm like, "I know you guys can't evict him, but can you like at least take him to like a place where he can be like away from me? Like, I don't know, the jail?" Like, no, y'all gonna keep. Yeah, it's always tough when you're on a fixed income, Mary. I mean, I work 2 jobs and get a little help from my parents just to stay in my current situation. Um, that's that's where I am right now. I used to work in a salary position. I didn't even need the help from my parents, but even then it was tight, you know? Um, well, I mean, the other thing, Elijah, is because cats being cats, whenever somebody, an official emissary, or basically anybody shows up, all the cats scatter except for Fred and Ben. Like, like I don't know if anybody in the history of ever has seen Emily or Sonny and Sully. Like, it's not like those dudes hide the second the apartment door opens and they hear somebody who isn't me. Remains to be seen what's going to happen with Baby Blue, but he's still very much getting used to his new surroundings. But he's doing a great job. I'm very proud of him. And like I said, I checked my kitty cam, nanny cam, security camera that watches my living room to make sure everything's okay with the kitties. And it looked like Baby Blue was lounging on my sofa, very comfy. Somebody call 911. No, 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 no. Ozzy died this week. If we're singing songs, we're singing Sabbath. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death construction. In the fields, the bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Roger. Dun, dun, dun. Since I don't have a guitar, we'll just skip to the next stanza. Now in darkness, world starts turning. Excuse me, Big V. Ashes, switch with me. Ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power. And as God has struck the hour, begging mercy for the sins, Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh, Lord, yeah. No, spoon on the floor. Okay, Big V, follow me, dude. Just follow me, because we need a little controversy, because we got to just feed the kitty. Oh, my good God. I thought we were done. We are not done. Scheiße. All right. R.I.P. Ozzy. Tatiana! Hey, Tatiana. Meow. Oh, no. I'm a huge music fan. Some things are evergreen, and for the record, I'm not a huge like Sabbath with Dio fan personally. All right, well, I was gonna leave, but then look at that green water. We got to fix that. But yeah, I mean, Ozzy just died. I'm a big metalhead. I'm not gonna lie. Like I used to listen to it. Don't listen to it as much as I used to, but like, yeah, I mean, I was the dude going in high school blasting Judas Priest's Hell Bent for Leather sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. Can you open my trunk, please? I need water. Bro, I really need to get like throwaway towels. Well, room. Yeah, I really need to get throwaway towels because like there's towels in my car, but they're my bar towels that I use for my job. I'm not gonna get friggin' algae all over them. It's just not gonna happen. Excuse me, Big V. Thank you. All right. And chat, chat you. What do we think? Should we go home and check in on Big V, or should when I finish this, should we call the stream? I'm cool either way. Basically, I'm saying who wants to come and say hi to Big V, or not Big V? You all already said hi to Big V. Who wants to say hello to Baby Blue? Yeah. I can't wait for the next time I have. What is this? Oh, potato salad. Can't wait for the next time I have to make potato salad. And by make, I mean buy, so I can get a third one of these. It'd be nice to have a third one just to like keep them in rotation, as it were. Get it? like so I could take one home and actually wash it in like a dishwasher. Because that's the thing. Like I can clean it, but these are gonna like with the algae blooms in the sun, which means that this kind of song and dance where I need to you know get on my lava platos action is gonna be pretty regular over the summer. Come on. Really? We need another one? All right. Jamie T. Oh, it's Chris the cat. Hey, Chris the cat. Hello, Elena the piano. Piano. All right. Let's hit the road now. Much better. Is it perfect? No. Bye, Big V. Bye, Jamie. Bye, T. Bye, Lil V. Bye, Oh, that's Neville. Bye, Dick Grayson. Bye, Chris the cat. Bye, Winnie. I don't know who's under there. Probably one of the gray cats. Not sure which one. All right, let's hit the road, peeps. We're going to Baby Blue. Baby Blue. You still have the Black Sabbath albums. That's sick. They, like I said, I vastly prefer Ozzy Sabbath to blah, 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 Dio Sabbath, but you know, but yeah, there's other really dope metal bands that I'm a fan of. Like I said, like Priest and Maiden, obviously. All right, guys, let's roll. Okay, we go. Oh, no, it works better when I put it in the front holder. All right, folks. Let us go to Deep Blue. Don't know how long this angle's gonna go because obviously, as I get closer to my apartment, uh, I'm going to switch to a different viewpoint just because I don't want y'all to know my exact address. If that's all right with you. Oh yeah, we're off to Baby Blue. The cats sure did seem like they were in a good mood, good frame of uh good headspace, as it were. All right, really quickly, let's see if Fats is here. I saw I was here earlier, and then well, actually, we were here earlier. You guys were here when I was here with me. All right, Fats, no Fats, cats, no cats. I feel like Sunday during the day, this area is like there's no cats here during the day. I don't understand why that is, but I mean, it is. It is what it is. Turn on my air conditioning. It's a little stuffy in this car. See, I was driving by. I was driving by to Charlie's camp earlier. I saw this, and for a second, I thought he had a pallet jack, but no, it's some sort of exercise machine at that homeless encampment. All right, yeah, P Dubs. If you like that sunset, we're gonna be driving right into it in a second. Oh, Canada's on fire again? Really? I thought that was my. I thought it was California where the fires. Yeah, yeah. I remember the last like major Canadian fires where they had all of New York turn orange. That was crazy stuff. More for like, oh my god. Does anybody know? Is this like a? Does Canada have the same problem as the United States where they're just not taking good enough care of their forests, and as a result, they've just got just a massive excess of trees that are old and dying and just asking to go up in flames, kind of like the United States? Because if so, that's kind of dumb. Oop, that was interesting. Hello, Josephine Inso. Good morning to you. It's actually afternoon here, but or is it afternoon or evening? By the way, I love that. One thing I love in Los Angeles, they finally got around to. Jesus Christ! All right, lane splitting is legal in the state of California, but that guy is very much speeding, and I know because he passed me like I was standing still, and I'm speeding. Uh, yeah, that would scan P Dubs. Go where the money is. Always go where the money is. Always follow the money. Oh look, doing 70 million miles an hour made it to the exact same red light as me. In the Philippines. Hello, my Pinay friend or Pinay friend. Sorry, my pronunciation is terrible. All right. All right. Let's hop on the Hollywood freeway. But yeah, I do love the golden hours in California because we do get this wonderful, like, look at the color of the road. Like, I know it's a gray road, but like it's not gray right now because of the lighting. It's just gorgeous. All right. In other news, I would like to not be boxed in by a bunch of friggin' Sunday drivers, but that's exactly what I am, and I don't like that. All right. Ah, so it's a thing where these fires are burning on indigenous lands, but the government of the white people does not care because it's indigenous folk. Ah, okay. That's unfortunate. So sorry, I hope I didn't misread that, Elijah, and also True Builder, because I am currently on the freeway. I can't really safely read the uh the chats and um drive in a safe manner. So if it's all right with you guys, I'm going to primarily concentrate on the road ahead. Also, did you all notice that there were people in the far left lane who I just overtook in the not far left lane? Did I ever mention that California has the worst lane discipline in the entire United States? I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. It's pathetic. Although thankfully there is no traffic. There is a slight possibility though that when we get closer to my apartment, there's traffic from the Hollywood Bowl. But all right. So here's a case of douche canoes moving flocks. This Mercedes was being tailgated by that Dodge, but the reason it was being tailgated is because the same reason he's about to start getting tailgated by me. He's just absolutely camping in the left lane. And that's why he got bitched. All right. All right. Head that way, head right for the 134 to go to Glendale, Burbank, Pasadena. Head this way to go to LA proper on the 101. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. To LA proper, man, you wouldn't understand. Right. Hey, look, there's my job. It's Universal Studios. All right. And with that, Oh, the highway patrol is over there. Wow, I guess no bull traffic. That's kind of surprising. I thought there would be like way, 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 way more Hollywood bull traffic right now. They don't protect anything. They sit around and wait for quota time. Let me tell you, the amount of times I've been helped, like I've had to call CHP more than once. The amount of times I've actually been helped by CHP is zero. The closest thing I ever got to being helped by CHP is on January 1st, 2020. I got pulled over for speeding. And in reality, while I was speeding, I was also starting to fall asleep at the wheel. So it was kind of a good thing that they pulled me over because I was very, very tired. On the other hand, though, it was also a sign that 2020 was going to absolutely suck balls. And for those of you who remember 2020, and God, how could you forget? Yeah, it did indeed suck balls. So I knew that shit ahead of time. But yeah, one of the reasons why people camp in the left lanes is because CHP doesn't give a rat's patoot. Like, I know that there are state police and highway patrols that do like give a shit about left lane camping and left lane violations. CHP is not one of those police organizations. Unfortunately, they don't care. They are the biggest don't give don't give a shit until, like, they only care if it's some dude in a not very good car driving fast. Because like if you're in a fast car, they won't pull you over. Like or like I have got no love lost for CHP. All right. Tonight at the Hollywood Bowl at 7:30. All right, it started 20 minutes ago. I want my 80s. Rick Springfield, John Waite, Wang Chung, and Paul Young. Buddy, fun tonight. Everybody, Wang Chung tonight. Oh no. Sorry, what? Rick Springfield did Jesse's Girl. Am I correct on that one? I'm trying to like think of. Jesse is a friend. No, she's been a good friend of mine. Yeah, P Dubs. I only know Rick Springfield and like I said, Wang Chung. Because I all right, Jesse's Girl confirmed. You know, I wish that I had Jesse's Girl. Wish that I had Jess Girl. Where can I find a woman? Oh my God, Teslas, your lights are so goddamn bright. It's the sun has not even gone down yet. People, we need to discuss one thing that's not related to A's music, and that is why are Teslas and GM SUVs like Chevy Tahoes and Chevy Suburbans? Why are the headlights so goddamn bright? Like seriously, I haven't like I was driving towards a Tesla. It's not even full ass sunset right now, and I swear to you, on a stack of Bibles, I have an after image in my eyes right now from that fucking Tesla's headlights. Since we're driving, let me R farm for a second. I have a friend who also hates Jesse's Girl, Elijah. Maybe it's your mom. Ah, dude, I literally switched lanes so you could merge, you stupid cunt. Sorry. Pardon my language there. I don't like saying the C word that rhymes with runt on stream. Especially because, like, my Anzac bros, you guys say that word a lot more frequently and it rolls off your tongue really well. Americans, when we say that word, it sounds like harsh. Like, like mean. Okay, anyways, we're getting pretty close to my apartment. So just so you all know, for those of you who have been on these live streams before, um, when I go to park, we're gonna lose stream for a second because I'm way in the back of my garage. So bear with me. We're gonna go a little while, and then we are going to, and then I will be back. But you're gonna lose me pretty soon. Don't worry, mommy be back. Excuse me. And yes, they are a driving hazard. And you know what's crazy, Dubs? It's not even their high beams. It's not even their actual brights. It's just their headlights with their friggin' LEDs are so bright. Like I said, Teslas and GM SUVs, like like Escalades and Tahoes and Yukons and whatnot. They're so bright that it's like, it's literally painful. All right. Hi, Gina. She saw Rick Springfield is playing at the bowl right now. Okay, guys, we're going into the thing, so we're gonna lose service in any second now. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Come back here. Okay. Yeah, chat will still punch in video. We'll buff it. Buffeting. All right, you guys get floor angle or ceiling angle, one of those angles. All right, how's the stream looking, folks? You can still hear me. You can still see me, sort of, kind of, maybe. How are we doing? Do I need to relaunch the stream or can I leave it? How are we doing, folks? We're good. Stream is good. All right, guys. Oops, Daisy. Louisa. It's Torty time first. Mickey Boo. And here he is, the man of the hour. Baby Blue. Oh, Silvana was here. Hi, Silvana. Baby Blue. Hey, Baby Blue. Baby Blue. Look at this Baby Blue. Baby Blue. Chat sends its love. All right, give me 1 second. Reach. Hey, Benny. Yeah. Yeah, Silvana, he's on the couch now. In fact, I was watching him on my security camera. Hey, Winch. So beep boop. Yeah. So I got my security cam up here, which watches everything. And he's basically been there all afternoon. And when he wasn't there, he was here. The certified good boy. Big yawn, baby blue. Yeah, he doesn't love. It's not 100% love fest yet, but we're making great progress. Yes, we are. And baby blue is a certified very good boy. Getting along pretty well overall. Baby blue. Baby blue. Yeah, Mustang, he's doing great actually, and thank you, True Builder, for stopping by. The chat misses you already, but thank you for staying live all the same. All right. Oh, with Ben? Ben's ears are doing good, but he's still a little thing. I gave him a flea treatment just to be careful because, yeah, I gave Ben and Baby Blue. I gave treatment for fleas over here too, just in case. And because Ben, if it's not ear, well, first off, the flea treatments are good for ear mites too. But if it's not ear mites, Ben is very allergic to fleas, so it's possible that he had some fleas at some point, and I didn't find any, but that doesn't mean that they're not there. That just means they were able to avoid the flea comb. But yeah, he's Baby Blue. Hey, Baby Blue, do you think you can entertain the people for 1 second while I use the restroom? All right, folks, I'm gonna be right back. I need to do it, Tinkle, and I am gonna mute the microphone so y'all don't need to hear that, just in case.
All right, we're back. Yeah, you're right, Mustang. You know, I've been putting it off because it's never a fun experience, and in fact, sometimes it's quite bleedy. But I have a medicated shampoo for specifically for that purpose that I can do for Ben. But good God, y'all know bathing a cat is never fun. Uh, so I'm not looking forward to that. Yeah. Every cat loves this blanket. Like the cats love the bear blanket. Anyways, while I'm still here, I don't know how much longer the stream is gonna go, but I want to show you guys something super cool. The cat people may not be super interested in this, but the lock people absolutely will. So on Friday night, I got, and let me clear a little bit of, you know what's funny? I cleaned up my table last week, and it's already messy again. And that's not funny. That's sad. Yeah, it's not fun at all. You have the scars to prove it. So do I. It sucks, dudes. All right, Helen, I love cats too. Yeah, I don't love giving cats baths though. That's never fun. All right, y'all. On Friday, I did not give myself a haircut, which I really should have, because I look at this. Look at these curls, dudes. Gotta fix that. But anyways, on Friday, I received a massive, and I mean massive, way generous Locks care package from Paracentric, who I don't know if I could summon him Lady Lock style. Paracentric! I'm talking about you in a very positive way. Yeah. So, for those of you who know, Paracentric is a big fan of the lock company Federal Lock. I am too, but not as much as he is. But I happened to find a Federal Lock pinning kit on eBay that he had been looking for quite some time, and I couldn't afford, even if I wanted it. Which, I mean, I did want it, but I didn't need it. But anyways, so he kind of was like, thanks so much, and as like as a finder's fee of sorts, he's like, I'll send you some Federal Lock stuff if you want. And I'm like, well, say less, fam. So yeah, we'll do a little quick show and tell, and then I don't know how much longer the stream's gonna go after that because we've already been going for an hour and a half. So anyways, I got Federal stainless steel key pins, which are serrated. So yeah, here's I asked for 3 through 8. They use American lock notation. I asked for 3 through 8 because I wanted the ones that are serrated. Unlike the American lock number 3, or the 3 stainless steel is not serrated, but the 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4 are all serrated. And so thank you so much, Para, for the stainless steel pins. They'll be working their way into various things. Let's see what else. Got a lot of cool stuff. Don't worry about it, Mustang. In the beginning, we were chit-chatting, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna flip the camera really quickly because for the rest, it's easier for me to show and tell, like to the other camera. Hi, MJ. Nice to see you. Oh wait, before we flip the camera, look at Baby Blue. He's chilling with me, Baby Blue. Flippity, flippity, flippity. All right, let me put my earphones back on. Unfortunately, we won't be able to hear Big V, Baby Blue anymore, but the audio will be way more better for general purposes. All right. All right. So he sent me a Federal 250 with a nice long shackle. I kind of want to wash this a bit just so I can get like these pits off. It's not a vintage thing or anything, so like I wouldn't feel bad about ruining the patina. But yeah. Actually, hold on, wait, sorry. I put the headphones on, but then I realized with the headphones on, I put the headphones on, but then I realized if I put the headphones on, you guys can't hear the shackle pops. Yeah, it is a nice brassy P-dubs. And listen. Yeah. All right, so got a Federal 250. I got a Federal 200 with really good bidding, by the way. Really good bidding. Super high cut on 1, super low cut on 2, high cut 3, low cut 4, and then high cuts on 5 and 6. But also, heck yeah, restricted keyway. You know, not the standard. Federal lock uses the same standard keyway as like pack lock and American lock. So there we go, side by side. This is the standard keyway and the brassy boy, and here's the restricted keyway. It's cool stuff. And yeah, really nice shackle pop on this 200. Boom. It does look a lot like the Lotto keyway, but yeah, look at that shackle pop. Bang. I love a shackle pop that's like really good. And then finally, as far as padlocks, he also gave me a 200 IC with a best D keyway. And I want my money back because the shackle doesn't really fit. But it does open. It's just, it needs to be coaxed out of its housing. But yeah. So, I haven't picked that one yet because I really don't like picking SFIC that much. But I got these two open. The brassy boy, because the bidding is kind of, it's very low and sad. Yeah, I might not. I don't know. It still opens, so like who knows? But yeah, the bidding on the brassy boy is pretty sad. It's all low cuts, so that was very easy to pick. But like I said, between having a really fairly paracentric keyway and having very good bidding, this one I got it open, but it was tough. Don't know if I don't know if we're gonna pick them. We'll probably end up picking this guy just because it'll be fairly easy and quick. But those weren't the only locks that he sent me. We got more. He also sent me, I think he said Picksmith found these, but he sent me 3 6835s. Basically, I can keep one and send the rest on to keep them in circulation. I have a bunch of 6835s, so I'm going to pick all 3 of them, and I'm actually going to give away all 3 of them and pay it forward. So anybody who wants a Master 6835 that used to belong to Jason Castro, I guess, hit me up in Discord or Instagram, and we can let's make a deal. They all have one key. The keys don't work great, but they do work. And we're lock pickers. We don't need keys here. We don't need no stinking keys. So there, we got the 3 6835s. And I think, by the way, one of the reasons that the keys aren't working the way they should is because this is an old 6000 blank, which has a flat bottom over here, whereas do I have an actual 6000B key here? I do not, but I do have a 7000B key. Yeah, so it's going to be very difficult to see, but the current Master Pro Series key has this rounded bottom. Yeah, exactly, the curved base. Boom. Whereas the original 6000 is squared off, and it does result in a slight difference in key cut depth. So it might be that this is a 6000B keyway and the 6000 key is just not at the correct heights. And if that's the case, I'll gut them all before I send them on and make sure. And make sure they're working before I send them on to the next dude. But we're not done yet. We're just getting started, peeps. God, Para is so cool. It's challenge lock time. He had a bunch of challenge locks. So he sent them off to me because it's a lock delegated, it's a lock pick. Oh, he also sent me an extra federal lock core with this old pack lock key, which I think is great. So let's see. We've got clutch cargo from Tipenny. Ugly baby. JG, I'm assuming J. Gabriel. That's a paycheck for me. This one I already got picked from DMAC. Snake in the Grass. A lot of fun. Got a picture of that one. Alright, what else we got? We've got this one from, I believe, Wolfgang. Yeah. Erebus from Wolfgang Gross. Sorry about the pronunciation. Let's see what else. We got Tinny's Ooh La La. Jordy Z4 Wed. The Devil Came to Town. I don't know who made this one. Oh, Thumper. We got this thing in this beautiful case from John Holistic. And yeah, Pisces. I'm sure, and for the record, all of these challenge locks, once they're picked, I don't want to hang on to them. Challenge locks are to be, excuse me. Challenge locks are to be put in rotation. So as soon as they're done, I'm going to start sending them onwards. So the DMAC lock is ready to move on. How long it's going to take me for the rest of these, I do not know. All right, and we got a few really cool ones from Bandito Brandino. Also, we got the Neely gang. And by the way, he really pays attention to this. Bandito does. He's got the whole he's got the burlap bag with stickers in it. And it comes in a tin with stuff that I'm not quite sure. And batteries, I guess. I wonder if this thing lights up. That would be so cool if it did. Oak Ridge. having some trouble figuring out the exact packaging arrangement on this thing. And I don't want to break it. I'm not going to force that. We can figure that one out when I'm off stream. And finally, the one I'm working on right now is move these guys out the way. And the one I'm working on right now, after I got the DMAC one, is this another one from Bandito Brandino. Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm, which has got this beautiful engraving work. Check that out. That's good stuff. But yeah, I was working on this for a few hours yesterday. It's hard. But yeah, it is gorgeous. And I mean, just to add a little bit of assholery, it's a sergeant with that bitting. Look how much play, by the way, there is. So yeah, all of these were sent to me by Para, and once I get them picked, all of them are in motion. All of them. Ah! Sorry, I kicked the base. Ah! All right. Last thing we're going to do, and then we're going to call the stream. As I said, we're going to pick this federal. It's not going to take too long. Honestly, I don't even need to put it in the vise, but I've noticed one thing, which is that when you pick in the vise, it tends to, or like, look, this might be projection, but I feel like it tends to because it's like metal on metal, I feel like it tends to amplify the sound of the shackle pop. Whether that's me just like, you know, I've done too many drugs in my life and, you know, I'm imagining things, or whether that's reality, don't really know. But, yeah, it remains to be seen. Anyways. And I've been really enjoying, by the way, the Apex picks, and I love this one, the scooped hook. I love it from the Reaper set, but I like it just as much with the long boy handles. Oh, this is not in very tight. Let's go. Yeah, I've got speaking of which, I got a bunch of challenge locks on my own that I need to, like, finish making and sending out. That didn't take very long. Maybe we'll do one more. Do I want to do the restricted keyword? No, I don't. That one's going to take a really long time. We'll do this U-scan. Since it was probably made by Federal Lock anyways. That's all good, P-dubs. We're probably going to call the stream in less than 5, depending on how long it takes me to pick this lock. If it takes me more than 5, we're gonna call the stream in more than 5. If it takes me less than 5, basically, when this shackle goes pop, the stream is over. Obviously, I'm going to say my traditional goodbyes, which means it's probably going to take another 5 minutes just to call the stream, but like... Yeah, for those of y'all planning with your day, who want this stream to continue going, you better hope I struggle a lot on this particular lock. I have an overset, I can tell. Yeah, because we've been going almost 2 hours now. We started at 6:30, and it's almost 8:30. I feel like I dropped one. No? No, I did drop one. All right? No, it was 2, not 1. Uh-oh, I'm in ping pong zone. There we go. Scan. Okay, guys. Let me move this. Smokey the Weed. Also, for those of you who do Smokey the Weed, my carb cap is actually a cat. I like that. It used to have the other ear, but I dropped it and it fell off. It also used to have another arm, but I've had this for several years. Anyways, Benny's tail says goodbye. Emily says goodbye. And of course, last but certainly not least, me and Baby Blue. Thanks all for hanging out, whether you hung out for a minute or an hour or 2 hours. Thank you all so much. Baby Blue says thank you. Yes, he does. Oh. Baby Blue, Baby Blue, Baby Blue. Yeah. Me and Baby Blue, we say goodbye. We thank you all for stopping by and hope to see you all again next week. Much like I did this week, I'm not going to announce the exact time of next Sunday's live stream until today or until the Sunday of, because I've been getting shifts at Universal on Sunday, and so I don't want to put the stream for 2 p.m. only to cancel it because I'm at work at 2 p.m. So there will be a stream next week on Sunday. What time it's going to be? I don't know. But thank you, Alyssa. Baby Blue is very cute. But yeah, there will be a stream next week. What time it's going to be, I don't know. Whether it will be a colony stream or a home stream or a combination stream, I don't know. And frankly, if I don't get any, shift, maybe we'll do an adventure stream where we go to someplace cool. I don't know. But for this stream, thanks y'all for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun always. And Baby Blue says goodbye. And I say bye!